Okay, one more quick video. My Uncle Jay finally got his pole headstone. He actually had I had the pole done for his wake, and a lot of people were scanning it, but there was some confusion up at the front as far as his headstone placement and all that. You know, my Uncle Jay went through, a very, very rough patch, and his last words, which I've never really wanted to share, because some people may, feel bad or feel that they should have done something, but unfortunately, I know exactly, where he was, but we were on the phone, and he said, when things first happen, everyone says, if you ever need someone to talk to, give me a call. And at first, people help. You call them up, and then they give you advice. And then after a little while, they give you a little advice, but not as much. And then as time goes on, eventually, you call them, and they start saying, hey, you need to move on. And he's like, if I could move on, then I wouldn't be fucking calling you. And I told him that I wish I knew how to deal with that, because I went through that myself. I'm still living that. I haven't moved on from, my September 26, 2014 suicide after being lied to by Robert Abraham Hunt from Portage, Indiana. But, my solution was to just isolate and stay away, because what am I supposed to say when someone says, how are you doing? Do I keep telling them the same story when I haven't moved on? And I didn't have the answers for Uncle Jay. And I wish that, I would have been able to do something myself, but he lost his brother. Then he himself had cancer. Then he lost his wife in the same year. And well, I obviously have a knack for making a short story long, so but just wanted to show Uncle Jay. So every Mistars has a post with a code, and it'd be nice if every Mistars, Bush, Moser, everybody who's related and who were a part of these people, to go on to Families Continue and write a story, something only you know about my dad, or about Uncle Jay, or Grandma Elma, Grandpa Stosh, because we walk over here, and again, they still have their backlit. Of course, haven't cleaned theirs up yet. But my point is that you look around the cemeteries, and there are no other QR posts like this. There's no other legacies that are being passed. And right now, I have stories that I've submitted myself. Grandma Elma and her awesome grilled cheese sandwiches, and how Grandpa Stosh would slice an accordion like butter. And my dad, he meant so much to so many people. I feel kind of let down, honestly. I feel that my dad's being let down. because he wrote a biography, he called it, and because he was worried that once he died, all his knowledge would go with him, and he had absolutely no idea that when he wrote that his son would take his biography word for word and make it the very first legacy post in the U.S., preserving everything that he wanted everyone to know. But yet nobody has made a comment about him, about his life. He said his code originally from the end of 2016. He got the post in January of 2017. The site's been up and running for 2 years, and nobody. I mean, eventually the concept will pick up. Whether it's mine or somebody copies me, I know, my family knows, my friends and my daughter, they know that I'm the one who came up with all this. I was the first one to submit it all to Wikipedia. And it costs me money, a lot of money, because I do site lock and all that stuff. So, but again, like I said, I mean, I came up with NIDOT, which a lot of the kids from the BMX team would know because it was on their jerseys back in '95. And eventually, I had a hard time. It was Angie's List, but 4 years before it was born. And I actually had problems I would go to these plumbers and all that in '95, trying to get them to add them to the site, and they're like, "Well, we get enough business from the Yellow Pages." And I would say, "Well, in the future, more people will be surfing the web," and they thought I was an idiot. So, NIDOT, 3 years too soon. This concept is right for now, right now. Everybody has QR scanner. Everybody has smartphones. People can come right here and they'll scan, and they do scan because I track it. And then they see stories, and there's only one. My story. And there are people who don't even have codes, like Dolly's out, her twin daughters. I mean, Grandma and Grandpa's out. They're all on the site, and they're all linked together. I mean, Dolly was a hero. I mean, she risked her life to save her daughters, and I tell them the medication's kind of wearing off. I saved a few pills. So, okay. Now I'll be making the videos for the suicide stuff, and hopefully it makes a difference to somebody. I mean, if it saves one person, it'll be worth it. It might not save me because I've known since the very first day, and I told doctors and everybody that I talked to that Rob should be held accountable. How is it that his primary... I don't want to address this video, so okay.